Hello and welcome back to our Phoenix Point playthrough with the Blood and Titanium DLC. In our last video we had a fairly tough mission with our primary squad and we took a few knocks, so we're going to head back to Phoenix Point to recover. However, before we do that, I have just noticed on the map we've got a very special soldier here that we could go and hire if we have enough resources for, which we probably will do. Not right now, but we will if we want to do a little bit of trading. We need 554 materials. We're not quite there yet, but we could go and do that. It's safe enough for us to move to this Disciples Haven, and we can get some materials from this Synedrian Haven. So let's go ahead and do that. We are heading over here with this Manticore. So now that we're here, let's go ahead and trade. We want to try and get as many materials as we can, actually in exchange for food, really. But we don't have the option for that. That's fine. We've got enough tech to do that trade. I'm reasonably happy to do that. That's fine. Now we're up to 460, so we're going to head back over here. In the meantime, we've arrived here in the mist, so let's go and explore that. Who will arrive first? This one. Great, so let's go ahead and trade once again. This time we can trade with food. That puts us up to 590, which I believe should be enough. And here we have our first infiltrator. So a covert specialist. We haven't had an infiltrator yet in this campaign. So let's go ahead and grab ourselves an infiltrator. That's the second person towards our third squad. There are a few more around on the map. So we've got another assault here. We've got a priest over here. We've got a sniper that I'd quite like to get. But we are definitely going to return to Phoenix Point to heal up because we've just taken a little bit too much damage. This turns out to be a New Jericho Haven. Okay, that's fine. Let's go ahead and start uncovering some of these other points of interest that are close to our bases. So we're going to head over here with the Manticore.
Research complete.
And we have completed the research on the turret. That's great. That means that we can create ammunition for them, which is really useful for us. So we now have that as an option. We don't really have any materials now because I hired the infiltrator. We have got some research to work on. We're currently reverse engineering the New Jericho sniper rifle. After that, there isn't a huge deal that we can do. So we might have to go into doing one of the missions for one of our friends here. We haven't hit the 49% cap yet, so we don't necessarily need to rush these missions straight away. New Jericho is actually a little bit friendly to us right now, which is unexpected.
The New Jericho Haven is under attack.
And we actually have a New Jericho Haven under attack down here. Now, the attackers are stronger than the defenders, and I'm not necessarily convinced that I could get this Manticore there in time. We'll have a go. We'll see if we can arrive in time. It might happen. Just. Okay, so we have arrived in time. I'm not going to be too concerned about trying to defend every New Jericho Haven in this playthrough, because New Jericho is the faction that I'm probably going to abandon because I've got the lowest opinion with them. But I do want to keep them on side for the time being. Doing these missions are worthwhile. It'll give us a decent amount of resources. Hopefully it'll give us some decent XP, providing we don't get everybody killed. And I do still want to be able to get some more recruits from New Jericho before I completely offend them and they won't have anything to do with me. We are up against Pandorans during the day. So let's go and start this mission. So we only have a squad of 6 here instead of 7. Our heavy is showing an empty slot. That is mostly going to be because a ready slot doesn't have anything in, but that's fine. That's all he really needs to carry. I could switch him out with another grenade launcher if I had one spare, or I could go and give him the Hell Cannon, but I do quite like the machine gun, and he does have his rocket launcher as well, so we'll just keep him as is. I think that will be fine. We could go in and spend some of his points and give him a little bit more strength so he could carry something in addition. I don't think we need to do that, but certainly we want to put a few points in speed. And let's just boost up his willpower a little bit as well. Okay, we'll deploy. So here we are with our B team defending a New Jericho Haven. So we want to be a little bit careful. We don't want to take too many losses. We don't want to take any at all, ideally. We are right in the corner of the map here. We could get up onto this rooftop. That could be useful for us. Do a little bit of scouting with our heavy. So let's just go ahead and use that jump jet to get up here. And we have spotted a lot of enemies. We've got 5 Arthrons and a Triton, all in that corner. Excellent. Now, I could actually use the rocket launcher here. It's only a single point to use this, a single action point. I think the ones closest to me are a bigger threat than the ones further away, and I can't reach the ones that are further away. So let's go ahead and try and hit these ones here. We'll alert them to my presence, but that's a dead Triton, I think. 1 dead Triton, 2 very... well, 1 damaged Arthron. I didn't quite get the other one. But that's a good start. That is a good start. We have ourselves a sniper.
Ready for action.
Now, you're in the back a little bit, which is not great. You do have a line of sight from here. So I'm going to move you just to get a slightly better position. I'm not going to bother using quick aim because we're still only going to get the 1 shot anyway. And that is at an Arthron at full health. I can see that he's got the Virophage weapon with the look of things. So they will all be the same because they will all be from the same nest. So if we look at the info, we can see, yep, they've got the viral machine gun. That's fine. So let's go back and see if we can get a hit there. Now, if we aim for the carapace, we've got a much better chance of hitting than anywhere else. Hopefully it won't be a miss. Didn't kill it off, but that was a reasonable amount of damage. So let's start moving forward with our assaults. Again, I do want to try and keep them in a decent amount of cover. So we're just going to take some really long shots. And we might be able just to finish some of these guys off. I can't hit that other one. He is there sort of behind that hedge. If we aim at these two, we increase our chances of hitting one of them at least. So we've done some damage there. We could go and dash and get out of the way a little bit more, but I don't think we really need to do that. Do those guys have grenade launchers? Yes, they do. So we need to be a little bit mindful of those coming our way. Let's go ahead and try and spread some people out. Let's go and dash this guy over to...
no time to lose.
This crate. I'm not expecting to find anything too amazing in it. Would be nice if we had another sniper rifle, because I do have a sniper assault, but he's just using an assault rifle, I believe. Nothing in there that we need urgently. I could get you to take a shot, and, you know, it is worth taking shots. We could possibly finish that guy. We'd have to get very lucky with our shots, and we didn't. They were all wide. So we have 2 shots left. You actually have the Anu shotgun, because you are an Anu assault. So you're not particularly useful at long range. So let's go ahead and move you in over here. You may end up taking a grenade. I hope you don't, but you do have the ability to recover some health, which is your advantage. And then we've got our priest over here as well. We're far too away to use Stomp or Psychic Scream. So for him, it's just going to be a question of moving in a little closer. Let's see if we can go around behind this building. We may be able to come in from the other way. And I'm just going to move this assault and put him into better cover. That's everybody moved, so we'll end the turn. That Arthron bleeds out, so that's good. Now you're on Overwatch. That's good because it means you're not attacking me on this turn. You're also on Overwatch. Okay, so there's a guy over here on the roof as well. I hadn't seen that one before. Now you're also on very low health. So we've got these 4 clustered up nicely. This could be a good place to put in a rocket. We do have 2 over here. I wasn't expecting this many on the map, to be honest. Now, are you going to take a shot? No, you've all gone on to Overwatch. That's excellent for me, I think. Let's take this shot in here. Hopefully we can take 3 out in one go. Okay, that wasn't the best shot for us, but we have 2 that are most likely going to bleed out on the end of this turn. We can go and have a look and see health 30 of 60, and if we just mouse over you, you're about the same. Yep. So both of those guys are going to bleed out. Don't need to worry about those anymore. Let's see if we can take these other ones out. We do have one on Overwatch. Now you can only see one. We are going to use quick aim this time because we do want to get the maximum number of shots we can. And it's actually you that we can see. Well, we've destroyed his gun. We will take another quick aim shot. Because I can't see one of the others, so it would be nice if we can get rid of him. There we go. There's another down. That is a good start. Let's move our heavy back to the machine gun. In fact, our heavy can actually take a shot with the machine gun. Let's take a shot at this one that's closest to us. He's very far away, so the chances of this hitting aren't great, but sometimes the randomness does go in your favour. So we've got an assault over here. These 2 guys don't need to worry. There's one more over here in this window. So can we put you in a good position where you can hit from cover? Well, we can move you over here. Again, he is in a lot of cover, so a couple of our shots hit. Now we do have another assault over here. Let's go ahead and put you also in cover.
I see them.
Now we've spotted another enemy. Where is that one? We know about you 2. Oh, he's out the back behind his buddy. Okay, well let's move over here. Is there anything in this box that could be useful for us right now? There isn't. It is nice that there is some turret ammo in there, although we don't have a technician with us on this particular mission. Let's go and shoot this thing. Finished it off. We did take out a little bit of the wall, which could potentially be a problem if that other Arthron comes towards us. But let's go and start moving a little bit closer with some of our
Dashing ahead.
other soldiers. So let's go and get in there with that shotgun assault. And I think we could probably safely move up with the priest also. Okay, let's end the turn. So those 2 Arthrons should die out from bleeds. Excellent. Now you're panicking. That's fantastic. That makes it nice and easy for us. Oh, we've got another Triton in there. Okay. So we can't actually see the Triton. He is a mile away. Unfortunately, my heavy doesn't have a good line of sight from this position, which is a shame. If he was up here, he might do, actually. You can actually see the Triton through that window. Now, this shot is so far away, it's very unlikely to hit the mark, but we might take out some of his cover. And that's exactly what I wanted to do. We took out... Oh, we just took the cladding off the wall, unfortunately. We didn't do enough penetration to actually take the wall down. It was worth a go. We haven't lost any civilians yet, which is also good. So where's our sniper? Can our sniper get into a position where we can see that Triton? Yes, we can if we're willing to stand out in the open. Which we are, because there's no immediate threats nearby. We can then use quick aim so we can still take a shot. It is a very long shot. Kind of hiding through the trees. So I'm just going to use the snap aim. And unfortunately, we did miss. We didn't get the shot in through the window. Maybe we could do something with a grenade just to upset his day a little. Haven't seen any other enemies, so maybe that is the only one. Might get that in through the window. Oh, that was a good shot. So we've got that in through the window and we've destroyed the cover. In hindsight, if I'd have done that first, our sniper may well have got a second the shot to hit. Also seeing something in there which could be an enemy, but is most likely going to be a civilian. Well, if it was an enemy, these civilians would have probably already been shot at by now. Let's go and move a little bit further forward with this assault. We'll get one round of shots in. Okay, decent damage, but not enough to get the kill. And of course, we've still got that panicking Arthron at the back that we will have to deal with at some point. Now, our priest really isn't going to be able to get close enough to do anything on this turn. Who do we have remaining? We've got this shotgun assault. I mean, we could just go and... This is a little bit risky because of that Arthron. I don't think there are any other enemies on the map besides these two, so... Shotgun to the face gets the job done. No movement left on our guys, so... Yeah, he's just decided to stay back there and try and recover his health. Oh, not his health, his will points. So we need to start getting some units over in his direction. Try and bait him to come out if we can.
Running.
I'm not convinced that we could get to him with our assault. Because he is outside, but... Let's go in here and stay behind the window. So we know that he's there. We do have quick aim, so we're just going to go and enable that. And I will overwatch towards this window. Just in case he decides to step through. Can we see with the heavy? No. And our overwatch distance is actually enough. We could go and overwatch there in case he comes around the corner. We won't do a lot of damage even if he does come out, because that is a really long way away. We'll do the same thing with this assault here.
Providing overwatch.
You're just going to stand by. And then we have our sniper. And I think with the sniper, we're just going to try and get a little bit further forward in the hopes of setting up a better shot on the next turn. Right, end the turn. What is he going to do? He's stepping out. He's taking overwatch fire. Oh, we actually hit him. We damaged his launcher arm. And the overwatch takes him down. I really do love New Jericho weapons. They're very, very accurate. That was a good mission. We got a level up on our heavy. Got a little bit of SP for everybody else. Kept all of the civilians alive. Nice. So there we go. It's quite a nice haul of items and materials. We'll go ahead and replenish what we need to. And if we're willing to trade a little bit more food, then we can grab ourselves another soldier for our next, for our C team. We've got quite a lot of berserkers and priests on the map. We could get another technician. Another technician would be really nice. Is this Haven friendly with us? The Haven is friendly, so we could get ourselves another technician for 755 materials. That is a lot of materials. While we're here, we can trade, though. We can trade food for materials directly. 734. How much did I say that I needed? Actually, no. I think I'd prefer getting another sniper. Oh, I want a sniper and a technician. I want all the things for our second team. I think that technician is important to have, though, just for the healing capability. We've only got one spare slot at the moment. Then we will need to build more living quarters, although I do believe that we are building a living quarters in one of these bases. Yep, we've got a living quarters under construction, so that's fine. And we've also got a Pandoran nest here that we can deal with. So I'm going to go ahead and send the Manticore over to here. We can go ahead and do a trade. We could just get ourselves another... there's the Thunderbird arriving at Phoenix Point for those guys to heal. So once we arrive here, we'll do another trade.
Construction complete.
My sources tell me New Jericho has developed a new type of APC.
I hope they intend to use it to fight the Pandorans, not their fellow human beings. But the real question is, how can you win a war if you don't understand the battlefield? All the vehicles in the world won't help you if you cling to the delusions of the old world. I should know. I remember the wars of the old world better than anyone.
So, okay, well, we're going to go with New Jericho as the last spasm of a dying order. We want to sort of appeal to New Jericho, to disciples of Anu and say, yeah, we don't believe in New Jericho. So that gives us a bit of a bump with disciples.
I come bearing a message from the voiceless Hierophant. Words do not matter. Everything written is ash. Everything spoken is wind. But your actions show promise. Let the rite of hunger commence. Are you ready to make a sacrifice for our faith?
Well, food isn't a problem for us, so let's go make the sacrifice.
The voiceless Hierophant will be pleased, and you will gain new insights and come closer to the perfection of the body. May your journey to the blind legate continue.
And we get 15 skill points for it. 50 food for 15 skill points is a good deal. Let's do one more trade here, food for tech. And then we can head over and grab that technician. We've got a couple of points of interest here that we can also hit. So let's go and recruit a soldier. Excellent. So now we're at capacity. So as we're not injured, we will go ahead and check out these points of interest. We will hit that nest as well. Let's just go and quickly have a look at your promotion. So we can go ahead and give you Warcry. And you've still got some SP left. So let's just go and bump your strength up a little bit as well, so that you could carry something extra. So now you have an encumbrance of 20. So we could go ahead and get you to carry some additional rockets, which is not a bad thing. Okay, so we are getting there. If we go and have a look at our personnel, you have a level up 2 that we need to deal with. That's because you are at our training center. Return fire could be useful, but bloodlust is also really good for a berserker. So let's go ahead and grab that. We'll spend a few on will points for you. We'll also up your speed. Being someone who is mostly useful in close quarters, the faster you can move, the better. And I think we will save the rest for now. Is that everybody else fully promoted? Yes, it is. So we have our 6 soldiers in our B team on the Manticore. We have 7 soldiers on the Thunderbird, which is our A team. And then we have 3 soldiers ready to make up our C team. And we'll expand on that once we get our next living quarters. Of course, there's nothing to say that I can't swap some of these soldiers around and move them between teams so they're a little bit more evenly balanced. And that is something that I'll probably do once I have 3 teams, and I'll probably do that in between videos just because, you know, it might be a lot of deliberation and shuffling around to decide what works best with each other. But when the point happens that I do that, after it's been done, I'll go through and sort of show you the teams that I've put together. But I think this is a good start of having a 3rd team. And of course, we will need to go and build or steal ourselves a 3rd dropship. So thanks a lot for watching. I hope you are still enjoying Phoenix Point with the Blood and Titanium DLC. I'll see you on the next video, and until then, goodbye for now.